Sit down, wherever you are, however you got here. You don't have to fix your posture. You don't have to fix anything. Let the air come in and let it go. You've been holding something all day, maybe all year, something you don't say out loud, even to the people who love you. You don't have to say it here either. You just have to stop carrying it for the next minutes. Breathe in, breathe out. Nothing is required of you in here, nothing to perform, nobody to reassure, nobody to convince you're okay. Just be a man in a room, breathing. There's a word you've started avoiding. It comes up in the small stuff. A form at the doctor's office with a little box next to it. A drop-down menu on a website. Married, single, divorced. And you sit there with the cursor hovering and something in your chest goes tight over a checkbox. Someone at work asks how the family is. Someone at the grocery store, someone who hasn't heard, smiles and asks about her by name. And you hear yourself doing it. The quick version, the clean version, the one where you keep your voice light so they don't feel bad for you. And then you get to your truck and you sit there for a second before you turn the key. You catch yourself saying "we" and then correcting it every time, that small stumble. We used to, I used to. There's a strip of skin on your finger that's a shade lighter than the rest of your hand. It's been months, it's still there. And there are rooms you don't go into anymore. The barbecue you skipped, the buddy who said, "Man, I'm sorry," and then looked at the ground because neither of you knew what came next. So you stopped going, you stopped answering. It was easier than being the guy that happened to. And underneath all of it, underneath the checkbox and the stumble and the empty Saturday, there's a sentence. It runs on a loop, and it doesn't say "this hurts." It says, "I failed." Not "I made mistakes," not "it didn't work." I failed at the one thing, the thing men are supposed to be able to hold together. I had a family and I couldn't keep it, and everybody knows. That's not grief. Grief is clean. Grief you could survive. That is shame. And shame doesn't just hurt you. It hides you. It's the reason you don't call your brother back. It's the reason you sit in the parking lot. It's the reason a grown man would rather be alone in an empty house than be seen in a full room. And I want you to hear this plainly from someone who sat where you're sitting. Shame wants you alone. That's how it stays alive. So let's separate two things. They feel identical in your chest. They are not the same. Guilt says, "I did something wrong." Shame says, "I am something wrong." Guilt has an address. You can go there. You can look at it, own it, make it right, learn the thing, and carry it forward like a man. Shame has no address. Shame just sits on your whole life like weather. You did some things wrong, almost certainly. So did she. So does everyone who has ever loved anyone. But that is not the same as you are wrong. Hear it clean. You did not fail. Something ended. You are not a failure. You are a man whose marriage ended. A marriage is two people. You could not have held it together alone. Not by working harder, not by being better, not by getting it right at 3 in the morning when you replay it. You were half of something. You were never the whole of it. So here's the work. Not today, right now. Put a hand flat on your chest, anywhere over the heart, just so you can feel your own weight. Feel it rise, feel it fall. That's you, still running, still here after everything. Now, I want you to think of the one thing you actually regret, not the whole marriage. One thing. The night you shut down instead of speaking, the years you were at work in your head, the temper, the silence, the one you know. Look right at it. Don't dress it up, don't argue with it. That's yours, that's guilt, and guilt is honest work. That's the part you get to change. Now notice what your mind tries to do next. It tries to take that one thing and grow it until it covers your entire life. And that's why I'm worthless, and that's why nobody stays, and that's who I've always been. Stop it there. Stop it at the edge. One mistake is a mistake. It is not a verdict on a man. And now, imagine your closest friend sat down across from you tonight and told you everything you've been telling yourself. I failed my family. I'm a failure. I'm ashamed to be seen. You wouldn't agree with him. You wouldn't sit there and nod. You'd lean in and you'd say, no, that's not what happened to you. Look at me. That's not who you are. So say it to yourself in your own voice, not gently, firmly, the way you'd say it to him. I made mistakes. I am not a mistake. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more thing, the hard one. Shame survives in hiding. It dies in daylight. Every time you go where you can be seen, you take a piece of its power. Not a speech, not an explanation, just a man showing up in a room without apologizing for existing. Stay with your hand on your chest. Say these with me, in your own voice, even if it's only in your head. Even if you don't believe them yet, belief comes later. Say them anyway. I made mistakes. I am not a mistake. My marriage ended. I did not. I have nothing to hide. Now, one small thing today. One. Say the word out loud, once, in your own kitchen to nobody. Flat. No apology, no explanation, no wince. I'm divorced. Say it until it's just a fact, because that's all it is. It's a fact about your life. It's not a fact about your worth. And if you've got a little more in you, answer the friend you've been leaving unread. 3 words. Been a while. That's it. That's the whole assignment. Don't let this make you disappear. You are not a cautionary tale. You are a man in the middle of something hard, doing it anyway. Take one more breath. And let it go. You've got nothing to be ashamed of tonight. Not one thing. I'll be here tomorrow.